Having the right routine and systems. Yeah. Milkmaid dress, and I don't give a damn what none of y'all are saying about a milkmaid dress. I love me. I really want you to adopt this motto that your glow up lives in your systems, not your motivation. I don't know about you, Diva, but I'm ready to look, feel, and live like the most elevated version of myself this summer. Diva, if that sounds like you, baby, this video, this one right here, this is gonna be your guide. Diva, we're gonna talk about glowing up from the inside out, okay? Because baby, summer's 30 days away. We gotta get a move on things, okay? So if you're ready to upgrade to the best version of yourself, let's talk about it. Also, if you're new here, my name is Sade Christina, lover of all things lifestyle, beauty, fashion, motherhood, cooking, you name it. I most genuinely probably like it. If you're new here, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below because, girl, we're locked in now. Yeah. Alright, divas, so let's get started. And I just want to give a quick disclaimer that this glow up is internal as much as it is external. I know often when people think of glow up, they just think about like the outside appearance, but baby,
this is going on in their heart. What's going on the inside?
We gotta talk about that too. So, with that being said, I'm starting off with my primer. I'm actually, real quick, using my Smashbox Photo Finish Resurface Primer. I absolutely love this primer. It just like, it has like skincare ingredients in it too. So it just leaves your face so like soft, and it definitely fills out your pores. And I love that because who doesn't want like flawless makeup? But back to the topic at hand. So like I said, this glow up is internal as much as it is external. So with that being said, the number one thing that I think everyone should be doing in this big age, and I do them for my daughter, and it didn't hit me until I was doing it for my daughter that I was like, I should be doing this for myself as well, is those daily affirmations, babes. Okay, every day on our way to school, I always talk with my daughter, and I'm just like, you ready, mama? She's like, yes, mommy. And we go through her daily affirmations, and you know, we talk about how I say I am kind, I am smart, I am loving, I am a child of God, I will be successful at whatever I do today. And we go through those, and I realized one morning, I was like, why didn't I do that for myself? Like, I pour all that into my daughter, which is amazing, but I'm like, I also need to pour that into myself. So I start my morning with my daily affirmations before everyone else gets up and all the chaos starts. I just take some time in the mirror to just decompress and look at myself and just really thank God and be like, wow, I'm really grateful. I'm really blessed. I am smart, I'm intelligent, I'm going to succeed at my day, I'm going to be successful in work today, I'm going to kill it as a mom. Just those daily affirmations. And something else I started doing recently that I actually really like and I didn't think I would like, I've been putting them on sticky notes, and I've been sticking them around my desktop because one thing, I'm always working at my desktop, and I feel like that's where I get the most like intimidation from things, because it's like it's either work or it's personal. Oh my gosh, my nail broke. Or it's I did not see that. Did y'all see that? I think my nail. I can't focus. My nail broke. Okay, sidebar. But sitting at my desk is where I realized like I have my most anxiety, so I try to keep my affirmations around there. So if you are someone who is really ready to focus on the internal, start with those daily affirmations. And when you start there, like, I feel like everything kind of changes for me. It's like, I just feel like, okay, like, you know, sometimes you need to remind yourself. Like, I don't need external people to remind me, but I need myself to remind me, because that's what really matters. You know what I'm saying? Now for our foundation, we're using NARS, the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Favorite foundation. Sometimes you gotta stick with the classics. And by sticking with the classics, for me, it's NARS, it's MAC, it's a little bit of NYX. Those are my classics. On the topic of sticking with classics, I think it is so important that you start your morning off before your family gets up. I know that's sometimes hard because you're tired from the day before, but if you can get up at least 30 minutes before your kids get up, before your husband gets up, before you really have to start, like, you know, preparing for the day, I promise you it will make the world difference. you will find out that, okay, I just needed to take that 15 minutes to myself. And in that 15 minutes for me, I pray, I read my Bible, I do a little bit of journaling. I'm starting to do it. This is something new for me. I'm starting to journal in my prayer journal, which I'm really excited about, and just have that moment to myself, because I'm like, okay, everybody's gonna need me in a minute, and then I'm not gonna have the time to myself. And I've noticed that the mornings where I don't take the time to focus on just like my relationship with God and just getting myself prepared for the day, that it's like I feel like something's missing from my day, and I feel like I'm just like a little bit of all over the place. So for me, getting up early is like, it's a must do. Like, I have to get up at least at 6:37 the latest, so that I can pray, I can read, I can just sit in silence, because I actually really do like sitting in the quiet. And I can just, then after that, I like to just start with checking my emails, checking on some work, and then kind of easing my way into the day, versus getting up when everyone gets up and then rushing to do everything. And then it's like, I'm just all over the place. So baby, okay, I'm telling you, that's what you need to do. You need to do your daily affirmations. You need to wake up before everyone in your house does and get your stuff together, and then deal with everybody, okay? My bad, y'all. I forgot to color correct, so I'm actually going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, because I have bags. And I don't know if it's just because, you know, your girl's getting a little older, but I definitely need to color correct first. But while we are on the topic of doing our morning reset for ourselves, we need to really focus on spending that time alone and not necessarily getting on our phones and scrolling. I said it, don't shoot the messenger, okay, girls? I'm just saying, like, when we get up first thing in the morning, you don't need to grab your phone and see what's on Instagram. Girl, I'm telling you, diva, it's not good. You need to get up, pray, you need to read your Bible, you need to get into the word, okay? And then set your intentions for the day. So I highly recommend, at least for the first thing when you open your eyes, do not open that phone, girl. Diva, put that phone down. Put it down, okay? Thank you. Put it down and focus on what really matters, okay? I know that can be hard, because for a long time I used to do that. But then I realized, I said, wait a minute, diva, you gotta shift some things around. But on the topic of digital detox, I really want you to shift your mindset from hustle to harmony. Okay? I know we are in a hustle culture. Everyone's like, I gotta get it, I gotta grind. I'm telling you, not every hour needs to be about the grind. It needs to be about the hustle. It needs to be about getting to the bag. Sometimes you need to take a minute and breathe. You need to take a minute and breathe and pray and do your daily affirmations, and just give a minute to be, okay? You want peace, not hustle and chaos, okay? Let's focus on that, ladies, okay? Now let's talk about the fun stuff, the beauty and the body glow up, because baby, internal, we're working on it. Now we can work on the external as well. I highly recommend that, baby, you get a workout regimen going. Whether that is Pilates, or it's walking, or it's weightlifting, get something going. So I do cycling at least twice or 3 times a week, depending on how I'm feeling. If I really want to get my cardio in, I'll do cycling 2 or 3 times a week. But then those other days, those other 2 to 3 days, depending on how many times I go that week, I try to aim for 5-6 days maybe. I like to weightlift. I really like to weightlift. I like my back to look nice. I want my booty to look sitting up and plump. So baby, that's how I'm getting it in. It's my cardio, and then I'm weightlifting the other days. When I say have a regimen, like, know that like on, sorry, something's in my eye, guys. Know that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm doing cycling. Tuesday and Thursday, that's when I do my weightlifting, and then Saturday, I'll either weightlift or I'll go on a walk. But having a regimen set in place is what you need, baby, okay? Now, on top of having a good workout regimen, I need you to have a good skincare routine. I know that sounds crazy, it sounds hard, like, how am I gonna do all this? Baby, I'm telling you, if you just take care of your skin, you really won't have to do too much to always kind of look put together and kind of look like you're glowing, because your skin is healthy. So for me, I have my 4 products that I use. I rarely switch it up. I am not a trendy skincare type of gal. I am a very much Cetaphil, Neutrogena. If I said the name right, I don't even know if I said the name right. The ordinary skincare type of gal. Lancome, Okay, Clinique, those are my go-to skincare products. But I know that when I do that, my skin, and when I really take care of my skin, like my skin is nice and glowing and soft, and I don't have all these blackheads. And it just makes a world difference because not every day I have the time to put on a full face of makeup. And sometimes I can't even put on tinted moisturizer. But if your skincare routine is there, baby, all you gotta do is do the skincare and everything else gon' pop. Like, now, on top of having a solid skincare routine, I need you to have a solid hair care routine, okay? I need you to know when you're gonna get your hair done, what your style is gonna be, and what your signature look is. For me, this past winter, I usually do sew-ins and micro links, but I did my micro links again, and my hair care routine was every month and 3 weeks I would go and get my micro links touched up, get my hair trimmed, get my hair done over. And now that we're transitioning to the warmer months, I like to do curly hair, and my curly hair look is a black kinky curly hair. This hair actually is like a more of a looser curl, so I curl wanded it to match my texture. I'll talk more about that when we get start doing my hair. But in the warmer months, my look is gonna be curly, but it's my signature look. Like, if you see my pictures, you see the transition from winter to spring and summer. My hair pretty much stays the same. I may do braids. I really like goddess braids on me and knotless braids. But other than that, I keep it very simple and very classic. I am not someone who chases trendy hairstyles. I like things that are classic, that are gonna stay, that are gonna be like, okay, that's a grown woman. Like, that's a nice looking lady. Like, you know, I don't do all the other things, you know, all the quick, and nothing wrong with them. Nothing wrong with them. That's just not my forte. And I like a solid hairstyle that I know is gonna do it for me every time. So I highly recommend getting into the habit of having a solid hair care routine. And that doesn't necessarily mean always going to the salon. For me personally, babes, right now I'm on a stylist break, okay? Because my money is funny, my change is strange. So I have been doing my own hair. This style right here is actually just clip-ins. And I went and got my hair braided down at the African braid shop, and I clipped my clip-ins on, okay? Until I go get my hair done. I'm gonna go get my hair done next week for my trip, but you don't always have to go to the salon, girl. Sometimes you gotta get on YouTube, get on the TikToks, the TikTok shops, and learn how to do your own hair, girl. But you gotta have a routine. A solid hair care routine will literally change your life. It'll always make you feel put together. You'll always be put together, because if your hair is always done, your skin is always glowing, the external glow up is starting to match the internal. You see where I'm going with this? Okay, I like that for us. Now that we know we need our solid skincare routine with our products that are gonna hit, and I'll link mine below, and also tell me what products you like below too. We know we have our hair care routine. You need to have a solid makeup routine. I don't always have time to sit here and dilly-dally and chit-chat and do my makeup. So sometimes, especially in the mornings, even though I get up before my daughter, we're always late sometimes. Like, it just happens. But like my 5 to 10 minute makeup routine is solid. It's gonna do it every time. Like, you need to establish what is going to be your signature makeup look that you know. If you are short on time, baby, you can hit it and you still gonna look like that girl. You're gonna look like that mom, okay? Mine's, baby, tinted moisturizer. I'll use a good primer, tinted moisturizer, liquid blush, and a little bit of powder to just kind of set everything in place. That is my like Monday morning rushing out the house 5-minute makeup routine, and I still look good and it doesn't look crazy. If I have a little extra time, I have a solid makeup routine that takes me like 30 minutes and like something similar to what I'm doing now. But I have a routine that I know is gonna work. I stick to my key products. Sometimes I try new things, but I recently was in this phase where I realized that my makeup wasn't looking like how it used to look, like how I wanted it to look. And I realized it was because I had switched up my makeup and I started using like trendier makeup. And I was like, wait a minute, like, go back to the classics. And for me, like I told y'all before, my classics are NARS, MAC, Lancome, Clinique has amazing stuff, Too Faced has amazing products. Those are my classic brands that when I use them, my makeup, no matter if I'm just using the tinted moisturizer, if I'm using just the face pack, like that hits for me every time. No misses, babe. So establish a solid makeup routine, one that is your go-to everyday, quick, just running errands, tinted moisturizer, blush look, and one that is like, I want to feel a little more put together. I want to do a little more, put in a little more effort. Have a solid routine, baby. Solid routine, that's it. Of beauty. I want you to have a signature fragrance combo. No matter what you wear, this is your combo. When people come around you, they're like, I remember that smell. Like that's Sade's in the room somewhere. Like that's what I need you to have. For me, I am a solid perfume Del Marley. I like the exclusive one because it's just a little heavier, and I also mix it with Tom Ford Rose de Chine. I like smelling like a rose. That's just me. That ain't everybody. Everybody don't want to smell like a rose, but me, baby, rose me up. Rose me up, baby. I want to smell like a nice, sexy, grown rose, and that is the one I use. Now, let's talk about getting into a wardrobe reset, because we said this glow up is internal and external, mind, body, and clothing. First things first, go through that closet, baby. Go through that closet and take out the things that you are no longer wearing or that no longer serve you. I did this in the beginning or late last year, in the beginning of the winter season. I was like, why do I feel like I have so much clothes but nothing to wear? And I did. I had a bunch of clothes but nothing to wear, and that's because all those clothes, they served me in a different life. Like they were not serving me now and the way I was moving and what I was trying to do. So I had to get rid of it. I literally had to get rid of my clothes. And it was the best thing I did. I literally did a wardrobe reset, and I started investing in pieces that I knew were going to, one, last because they were quality. I kind of stepped away from buying like cheaper clothes and really investing, I can't get over this now, and really investing in good quality pieces. And I took the time to build like my classic wardrobe pieces that I need. So like, you know, a solid white shirt, a solid blue and white pinstripe button up, like good denim jeans, classic shoes. Like take the time and go through your closet and then focus on building a capsule wardrobe that is going to be sustainable, it's full of quality, you can mix and match the pieces, and you don't have to worry that after you wash it that first freaking time, it's ruined. Okay, we're over that. I am so over that. Like I just need my clothes to last at least 3 washes. Like, come on now. In this economy, baby, go through the closet, reset it, pull out things that no longer serve you, that no longer work for your body, that you're not gonna get back into, babes. Okay, I hate to say it, we have new bodies now. It's okay. Let's adapt. Let's accept the truth and let's move on. And when you do that, I hope this contour is right. I can't see. If you see me looking over here, I'm looking at my mirror. I hope it's right, y'all. But once you do your closet reset and then you know, finally decide to find the pieces that you want to invest in, I really want you to create your 5 go-to looks, okay? As someone who is always busy and always on the run, I always know that if I pull out these 1, 2, 3, 4 things, I can make something shake, okay? And clothes are meant to be reworn. I am so glad that I've grown out of that, oh, I wore it once and I took pictures in it and I can't wear it again. I'm so glad I'm over that phase in my life, because that was an expensive lifestyle, okay? No, you shouldn't be living like that, baby. If you have good quality pieces, you should be able to wear them multiple times, take multiple pictures in them, because baby, it's clothes. They're meant to be reworn. They're not meant to be worn one time and tossed away. So definitely create your 5 go-to outfits. For me, I have one that is like athleisure, but not really athleisure, because I don't really like athleisure, but it kind of is. But I have one solid that if I need to just drop Chrissy off at school and I gotta get out the house, I have that look. I have my I'm running errands look. I love a pinstripe button up with dark denim and cute like sneakers, whether they're Chanel sneakers or Nike sneakers or those cute little simple Adidas. In the summertime, I may switch to sandals. That is my go-to running errands look. What I love to wear when I have to go to the office if I don't know what in the world to wear is a nice white blouse and a cute bottom. Okay, for me the bottom is either tan, blue, black. I like to, if it's springtime right now, my go-to skirts are always gonna be in rotation as I need to go to work. But having those 5 solid go-to outfits, just because I get it, life be busy, we're moms, and like we're moms, we're career women, we're career ladies, you know, we're dog moms, we're all of the above. But sometimes you just need to have those pieces that you know when you take it out the closet and throw it on, you're gonna look amazing. And as we're building our capsule wardrobe and creating our 5 go-to outfits, I want you to focus on investing in statement pieces. In statement pieces that you're gonna wear again, sis. Don't be buying things and then be like, oh, I only wore it once. We're over that. We too grown to be wasting money on Gucci, Fendi, who and who, and only wearing it one time. Baby, wear them clothes, okay? But I want you to invest in good statement pieces. For me, my current obsession is Andrea Ayama. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing her name wrong. I will be sure to tag it below though. But my current obsession is pieces from her. I absolutely love her pieces. I started buying them a couple years ago, but I realized like just investing in those pieces, and I'm like, you know what? I can wear this again. Like, these are good quality clothes and they're such statement pieces, and like every time I wear them, I just feel so like, I feel so extravagant because everyone's like, oh my God, your dress is so cute. Like, where'd you get this from? And it's like, okay, it's a conversation starter. It's about the quality. It's about, you know, how it makes me feel. My bad, y'all, that was my blush. So invest in statement pieces that are going to hold their value. They're gonna make a statement, obviously, and that you can get multiple wears out of with multiple different things and multiple different functions. So like those pieces that I have, I tend to wear them to, I wore one to a work event, I wore it on vacation, I wore it just going out to dilly dally. Like, invest in quality statement pieces that are versatile, if that makes sense. Like, you want it to be a statement piece, but you don't want it to be a statement piece that you only wear if you go to a black tie event, and you only go to a black tie event once every 5 years. Like, okay, sis, a statement piece that has versatility to it. Keep that in mind, okay? And when you're investing in your statement pieces, I really want you to focus on intentional jewelry. Like, focus on your classic jewelry that if you want to mix it up, dress it down, you can do that. I still buy like costume jewelry here and there, but for the most part, I have really took a more liking to fine jewelry. I've always been a David Yurman babe, okay? I just put my Pandora bracelet back on because I saw my mom have it on, and I was like, you know, why don't I wear mine? But David Yurman, I wear nice David Yurman necklaces. I asked my husband one year to buy me like a white gold cross, and he bought me a nice cross necklace. I like a nice, beautiful, solid diamond tennis necklace. Just invest in good pieces that if you mix them up and switch them with different looks, that they still go. And I also just started bracelet stacking, and I just found these amazing, cute bracelets from Kate Spade and Coach. And I was like, why didn't I start doing this earlier? But like, just nice, fine jewelry that like I can wear every day, and I can also wear it when I want to be dressed up. So invest in your jewelry, guys. Invest in your jewelry for sure. Now, on the topic of investing into quality things, let's invest into this routine and habit. Yeah, I said that. I went there. I did. Sometimes I gotta go there with y'all. I really want you to adopt this motto that your glow up lives in your systems, not your motivation. Yes, motivation is a key part of glowing up, but having the right routine and systems will make your life so much easier. I promise you it will. I cannot tell you, when I stick to my routine and what I know I need to get done, baby. This first habit that I just started doing at this big age, and I really like it, is meal prepping. I started meal prepping, not even necessarily for me, but for my daughter, because I did not realize, child, how much time I was spending prepping her lunch every single night. So now what I do is I meal prep her food. Like, I will cook on Sunday and I will cut up all of her veggies, cut up all of her fruits, and pack everything up and pack up her lunch until at least Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, I meal prep from Wednesday night to Friday. But I cannot tell you how much that has changed our nighttime routine. Like, having that done and then being able to just like, okay, babe, I just gotta cook dinner tonight. Maybe I just gotta do this. Like, it's just one less thing off your to-do list. And like, I meal prep for me sometimes when I know I have to go to the office. So like on Sunday, I'll meal prep for myself for Monday and Tuesday, because those are the days I go to the office. But like, baby, I'm telling you, it makes the world difference when all I know is I just gotta go in that refrigerator and food is already cooked. Food is already cooked. I just gotta pick something out to eat. It changes you. And meal prep doesn't mean that everything has to be cooked and ready to go. For me, I meal prep by seasoning up my meat, you know, getting things ready so that I know that when, say, Tuesday, I'm cooking a whole chicken, it's already seasoned and ready to go. I just gotta put that bad boy in the oven. If I'm making turkey burgers, I already got, you know, the turkey seasoned up and ready to go. So meal prepping can look a little different for everybody. For me, sometimes it's literally like already having the food cooked and putting it in containers and having it ready to go. And sometimes it's just knowing what's on the menu for what day and making sure that it's prepped ahead of time so that your girl can just have a flawless dinner night routine, okay? I am someone that cooks every single night just because we are trying to save money, and it saves us so much money. But cooking every night at home or making meals that last at least 1 to 2 nights, game changer, babes. Meal prep, give it a try, okay? Now for this next glow up habit that I really want you to adopt, I want you to take the time every Sunday to have a Sunday reset routine. It literally will change your life. It will put your week on the best path. Like when I tell you, when I take the Sunday to one, we go to church in the morning, then we hit up the grocery store, then we come home and we cook and we clean up, and I start prepping Chrissy for school the next week. It just puts our week, like, you're already on a good foot. You're starting off your week correctly, and you're taking the time to do the little things that really add up during the week and really just prepare yourself to have a successful week. Like that, I feel like Sundays are really for setting the tone. Like a Sunday is gonna set the tone for my week. If I am busy and running around all day Sunday and I don't have time to take care of those little basic things, I'm like all Monday I'm gonna be trying to catch up. When it's like Monday, I wanna focus on getting to work, getting my baby to school, getting, you know, seeing what my goals are gonna be for the week and stuff. Like I don't wanna do that on Monday. I don't wanna do that. On Monday, I wanna focus and be ready to go. I don't want to be confused and looking lost on Monday, trying to get myself together, trying to do a whole bunch. Like I want to ease into my week. And something also that I really like doing on Sunday is writing out my goals for the week. I use a happy planner. I'll be sure to link it below. But I use a happy planner, and baby, I like to sit down on Sundays, and they have like, I can't even explain it. This planner is just like the best thing ever. But they have a sheet of paper in the planner where it's like you can lay out your priorities for the week. Baby, sign me up. Give me 14 of them right now, okay? I like to just sit down and write out what my priorities are for work, for my house, for my career, for my personal goals, for my content. Like what is it I need to accomplish in this week that is a priority for me that I need to get done? Baby, Sunday, writing those things out, I'm like, okay, I wake up on Monday, I know where I gotta go. I know what I gotta focus on. I know what I gotta do. So baby, have a solid Sunday resetting routine. I promise. It will just put everything in perspective for you. And while we're on the topic of our Sunday routine, I really want you to use alarms as boundaries. Okay? Baby, go ahead and set an alarm for a start and stop time for things. You gotta know. You gotta know when to move on from something. For me personally, I like to use alarms to stay on track and to stay focused. So I use them mostly while I'm working. I know that if I'm working on a project, I'll set time aside and be like, okay, I'm gonna set aside an hour on my calendar for me to work on this. And I'm gonna, in this amount of time is what I gotta accomplish. You know, I can't be out here just dilly-dallying. Like I gotta really use my time strategically. And I gotta set boundaries. Like if I know that from this time to this time, I need to focus on this, baby, I can't sit and kiki with you, okay? I gotta get done what I gotta get done, girl. So I highly recommend setting your routines and using alarms as your boundaries. Because if you don't have boundaries, how anybody gonna respect them if they don't even know if they are, if you don't even know if they are? I'm just saying, girl, don't shoot the messenger, okay? Now, Diva, let's talk about motherhood and faith. I really want you to embody the idea that this glow up is for you and your family, okay? I want you to really understand that a peaceful mom changes everything around her. I will never forget that somebody told me that our God is not a God of confusion and chaos. He does not dwell in places that do not make sense, that are confusing, and that ultimately create chaos. He dwells in places and spaces of peace and clarity, and that's where you should be operating from. And one of the biggest things I have really invested in since becoming a mom, to be completely honest, is my relationship with God. I cannot stress how important that is, and how I really want you to focus on building your faith. Because people always be like, oh, you make it look so easy. How do you do this? How do you do that? And people love to think, oh, it's just my tenacity and I'm just so good and I have some motivation. It's God. I'm here to tell you, it is God. And me really realizing that and really building my faith with God and just being so grateful and being able to praise Him, it's changed my life. I can't even explain it. Like, I just feel so at peace. I feel calm. When situations that are stressful arise, I take it right to God. I don't even know how to explain it. I take it right to God. I can feel that I am covered by the blood of Jesus, that I have His favor over my life, over my daughter's life, over my husband's life. And I can't explain it. But like, having that relationship, when you have a relationship with God, people gonna think you arrogant. They gonna be like, oh, she thinks she better than because she go to church now and she dress. I do, because if you have the relationship, if you had the relationship that I have with God, you will feel the exact same way. You will be like, do you know who my father is? My father literally died on the cross for me. Huh, baby. Don't get me started on my heavenly father, okay? I'm just here to tell you, girl, work on that relationship with God, because when you do, I just feel like everything, I'm not telling you, everything in your life will change. Like, you will see things completely different. You will operate from a place of peace and clarity and obedience and discipline. Like, everything's gonna change. I kid you not, girl. I kid you not. I can't make this stuff up. I wish I could. But I'm here to tell you, people always try to attribute my success to, oh, you did so great because of this, and that. And I'll be like, it was Jesus Christ. It was Jesus Christ Himself. Okay? ain't no doubt about it. Okay? Ain't no doubt about it when it comes to it. Okay, girl? Don't say I ain't never told you nothing now, okay? My bad, diva. You know, I really love me some Jesus Christ. I can't get enough of Him. I really cannot. But I say all that to say, I really want you to have a faith-first routine. I really want you to focus on your relationship with God and your family's relationship with God, okay? Because it's one thing if I'm praying for my household. I need my whole household to be praying, babes. So I need you to focus on building out that routine. For me, it is reading our Bibles in the morning. It is listening to worship music in the car. And I had the cutest moment with my daughter the other day. We was in the house and we was getting ready for school. And I've been in the habit of putting on worship music. And don't get me started on the music now, because I've recently had this revelation about the power of music. And we can do a whole nother dive into that. But we were getting ready, and I've been in the habit of putting on worship music in the morning. And this particular morning, we were just rushing, and I didn't put the music on. And my daughter stopped me. She's like, "Mommy, music, please put music on." And I just felt like that was God, because like my daughter has never been like she's never said that. Like, that was the first time she said that, and it made me pause and realize that this routine that I have with her, that, you know, in the morning she sits in her high chair and I read my Bible, and then sometimes I read it out loud to her, and then we pray, and then we listen to worship music. Like, she knows, and God is drawing her to Him, and I love that so much. I'm about to cry. I love that so much, because my baby literally stopped me and said, "Mommy, put on music. Mommy, please, music." And it just made me smile, and it just made me realize that God is moving through my baby, okay? God is moving through my baby, and He is telling me, stop and put the worship music on, because my baby needs to hear this today. And I just love that. That's just a part of our routine that I really love now. And I want all my divas to do that with their families. And even if you don't have family, do it for yourself. Having a solid faith routine. Don't make me go on my rant again, girl. Don't make me get started, girl. I'm telling you, I start with the Bible verse in the morning. I start with reading my Bible. I start with praying, and then, you know, worship music. And then if I'm driving in the car, my uncle sends out these amazing texts. His grand rising text, but it usually is a video scripture that's on YouTube that like a channel posts, and I listen to that on my way to work or while I'm driving. And I pray again most times. Because I don't know why, I always catch the Holy Spirit in my car. I can't explain it. But I do that in the car. And then at nighttime, when it's nighttime, my husband, he reads a little Bible verse to my daughter, and he prays with her at night. And then we pray at night. He prays by himself, and I pray at night by myself as well. And then that is my faith routine. I'm always looking to grow it. I just started journaling. Where's my journal? I just bought a prayer journal from obviously the Happy Planner, and I have been loving it. I'm on my 3rd day of using it, but I've incorporated this into my faith routine. And like I said, I just started this, y'all. I just started it, so this is something that I'm trying to do at nighttime. But a solid faith first routine, girl. Build that out for whatever that looks like for you. I gave you mine. Steal it, incorporate it, you know, tweak it to be yours, but definitely have one. Diva, listen here, Diva. Summer is around the corner, and I want you to glow up physically, mentally, spiritually. I want you to glow up in every aspect of your life, okay? I want you to walk out this summer and people be like, oh, what's different about her? I'm like, yeah, itch. Thought the devil had me. You thought he almost had your girl, but baby, I had something stronger, okay? I want you to take all of these habits and really implement them so that you are unrecognizable by summertime. Baby, summer's 30 days wet. Less than that by the time I post this, hopefully. Summer might be here by the time I post this. But I'm telling you, girl, I need you to get in on it and really adopt these habits, because we want to be unrecognizable by summer. I mean, spiritually, mentally, physically, everything, baby. Unrecognizable. Like, I'm like, who that? Like, ooh, that's the new version of her. That's the sanctified version. That's the graceful version of her. Yes, it is, babes. Okay? I'm gonna link a little PDF checklist below for you guys that you guys can use so that we are on this journey together, okay, girl? Because it's not about being perfect. It's not about being perfect, but it is definitely about changing those it is about changing those micro habits that are gonna have macro shifts in your future. That's what we're building. That's what we're focusing on. So I'm gonna make a little checklist for y'all, and I'm gonna link it below, because we all becoming graceful women together, okay? We are all becoming graceful women together, and our focus is on growth, okay? In every aspect of our life, our focus is on healing, glowing up, and that's what we're gonna do. So now let's finish this Get Ready With Me, because I talked this whole time doing my makeup, and I realized I have so many other things to do in this Get Ready With Me. So let's finish off my face. I'm gonna just put on some lip gloss, and I'm gonna do a quick little face spray. This is just a quick little everyday, I'm just running some errands, might stop at brunch look. So let me finish it off for y'all real quick, and then let's talk some more into my hair. All right, divas, I got so carried away talking about stuff that I forgot. We got my hair and my outfit to do in this Get Ready With Me, so let's get a move on things. But those are all of the things I'm telling you that you need to do to be unrecognizable by summer in the next 30 days. And at the beginning of the year, I did a really amazing reset with my followers. It was called the Graceful Mom Reset, and I loved doing it with my followers. That was my first time working on really like building a community online, and I absolutely loved it. Each day, it was a 21-day reset. We focused on building habits that were really going to set the tone for our year. So we, made sure we took 10K steps a day. We were working out daily. We were reading our Bibles daily. We were, being intentional about the time we spend with our family. Like, it was focused on things like that. And it was so amazing. And let me know if there's something we should do again. I love doing challenges with my followers. I realized after doing that one, I was like, we gotta do this again. Like, this was great. And it was amazing to build a community of moms who are ready to get in tune with their faith and just, you know, just making those changes so that we can be the best versions of ourselves, so that we can be the best for our families. So let me know down below if that's something y'all think we should do again. Now I know this hair probably look crazy right now. I believe it look crazy because I only wrapped the top ones because that's where my real hair is, and I really wanted it to stay because I realized when I was curl wanding it, like it would drop by the time I stood outside. So they might be too tight now because they've been in all night. But let's play with it a little bit. Let's play with her a little bit and see how she comes out. Give me a second. I lied, y'all. The hair is okay. The hair is okay. I was scared. It actually blends perfectly with the curl ones that I did last night. And just to show you, this is the curling iron that I used. I used the T3, and this one has the interchangeable barrel, so you can pull it off and put on different sizes, which I love because I have like 4 different sizes for this thing, but it cuts down on the amount of hot tools that you have, like game changer. But this one was literally perfect, and at first I thought it was going to be too small, but look at the curls. The curls are perfect. Like, this is literally what I wanted, and I'm close up in the camera so you can see my little hair. And I just went with a natural hairline. I'm not one that likes all of the baby hairs because I wanted this look to just be big and feminine and like sultry looking and like just very, very soft and feminine. I feel like the curls came out perfect, so I just wanted to use this one, and I wanted them to last because I know when you do bigger curls they fall faster, and I didn't want to do that. But I just did this, and this is the look, guys. Look at this is the curls. They came out perfect, like how I wanted them. They weren't too tight. They were the perfect size. My hair blends perfect, and like I said, I don't like a heavy baby hair, so my edges are just kind of natural, but there's a little edge control, but very natural edges. And that's the hair, y'all. Let's find an outfit. All right, divas, so I know we said that I was gonna do a milkmaid dress, but I started shifting through my closet, and I do love a milkmaid dress, and I don't give a damn what none of y'all are saying about a milkmaid dress. I love me a dress, honey. But I was gonna do this cute little thing because it's sunny out, the birds are chirping, it's springtime. This is the dress. But then I was like, I really don't have anywhere to go, and I'm just gonna go dilly-dally and like find things to do. And all right, divas, I didn't find the exact jeans I was looking for, but I found these jeans. Okay, just a cute little, with a cute little top, cute little bag. I may do the heels, but again, I think I'm gonna do some walking because I may just go shopping, so I'm like maybe sandals. But here they are. Here they are. I think, let me try them on. Let's give them a try and see how that comes together. And then let's go from there. First of all, let's put on some panties, okay? I'm a Calvin Klein cotton panty time of girl. Cotton candy? Cotton panty time of girl. Type of girl. What am I saying? Anyway, let's put on the pants. And I have to back my camera all the way up so y'all can see, so I may have to switch angles in a second. But let me put it on and see what it's giving. These are one of my favorite pairs of jeans. Just because I didn't want the jeans to go all the way to the floor. I wanted them to stop to give the mom jean effect. So I feel like these will be it. Let me back up the camera, y'all. All right, divas. So I like it, but I don't have the right bra. I can't find my push-up bra, and this one, I feel like my boobs just look like, and I don't have my freaking boob tape. I ran out, so I don't really like the top like I thought I would. I don't really like the top like I thought I would. I think it could be a cute little mommy to go outfit, but I don't like the top. I don't like how my boobs look. I just feel like I look very big chested, like big. So I'm gonna find a different top. Let's find a different top. I don't know what this top looks like, y'all. Give me a sorry, y'all. I'm back. So I think I'm actually just gonna do this dress. I'm just gonna do this dress because the sun's going down, and this one has a low cut V that makes it very sexy. But I have to tape my titties because it's just something when they're exposed and they're not taped, it'd be like, oh, please, I'm a lady. But I think I'm gonna do this dress. This dress is from Zara, and it's cute. So let's try this on. And the sun is going down. Okay, I need to get out the house. Much better. your choice, ladies. I'm gonna go with this dress. This is where I really need my husband to be home to help zip me up into her. But this dress is gonna be the one. Yes. I forgot how cute it was. Maybe I'll go stop at a 4 blank. But let me button her up, honey. A little too much outside. Okay. Is it? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see about that. I'm gonna see a man on a horse about that. But this is the dress. This is the dressy. And I think I'm gonna just do my denim Fendi slides. And I'm gonna do a cute little, I might do a bag with a pop of color. Let's find a cute bag and some sunglasses. And then this is gonna be the look, guys. I'm excited. Since we don't really have a destination of where we're going, I'm gonna bring these cute little mules to go with me. Because I feel like the dressed in mules, the way that scared me, this dress in mules will be fine. And I'm gonna have to pin that because I don't wanna be out on the streets just flashing everybody like that. But I feel like these mules are perfecto. And I'm gonna button up my dress so my goodies ain't outside. Jeez, if you can even see my feet. I don't know how the girls are getting these angles. Let me see. All right, divas. I don't know how the ladies are getting these full body angles, but for me right now, this was doing it. Okay. I actually think I'm gonna bring my white shoes because we don't have a destination particularly, or whatever the word is. I think I'm gonna just do these in case I decide to go to a little happy hour. I can throw these on with this cute dress. Ow! Hit my leg. But the dress goes down to about my ankles, so I might do that. And then if I'm shopping, I think I'm gonna just throw on my cute sandals. These little Steve Madden ones gonna go for me every time because they're just cute and they go. And for my bag, I think I'm gonna do her. I think she's gonna be the star of the shizzo. I'm gonna do this bag. I think I'm gonna just do a David Yurman necklace. Let me grab that. And let me grab my fragrances. And let's wrap this up. And then I'm gonna give you guys a full body downstairs. I'm gonna do it downstairs, y'all. So let's zoom it out. All right, divas, for the fragrances, we're gonna mix them because you know I'm a combo type of girl. But I'm gonna do the Burberry Goddess. This is like a nice vanilla spring scent, but it lasts like all day. And then I'm gonna mix it with the Dolce & Gabbana Devotion. I don't know what it is about Devotion. It smells like a sweet caramelized orange. And if I just these two, baby, and I already put on my body oil. I actually found oils from this Arabian shop that's in Virginia. But like, I put that on my base so that it enhances the smell, girl. But I'm going to drown myself in perfume. I'm gonna smell it all over. Put it on me. But that one and Goddess. And I spray my ankles too. I spray the back of my legs. You want to get the back of the legs because from every angle, smell me, babes. I already told you I put on my necklace the day before I did that. This is the look, the baggie, okay? And I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna give y'all a full body so you can see the whole dress, but you can't really see it right now. But this is the look, guys. I absolutely love how my makeup came out, just very soft and glowy. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put on highlighter. That's what my makeup is missing. It's missing highlighter. I'll be right back. Let me go put on the highlighter and then I'm gonna show y'all. For real. All right, divas, I put my highlighter on. You see how it makes a difference? Like my face just looks it's a little glowy now. I mean, it was cool without the highlighter, but with the highlighter, yeah, the button nose, the cute high cheekbones, yeah, the highlighter does it. It's like, okay, who is she? She's that girl. And that's how I want my divas to walk into this summer, okay? We got 30 days to get it together, to glow up, so that by summertime, baby, they're gonna be like, who is that? Who does she think? That's exactly what I want y'all. Who does she think she is? Yeah, coming into this summer, all fine, all healed, all glowed up, okay? So I'm gonna make sure that I link a cute checklist below so that we can stay on track for these next 30 days because I want all my divas to be shining and glowing from within. running errands, cute type of thing. Meet me at brunch. Yeah, girl. Yeah, y'all. All right, guys. Bye, divas.